Well, hello there. Welcome to More Faith with Keisha. My name is Keisha. My last name is Moore. And today I want to talk about faith to travel solo. If you are a solo traveler, if you're thinking about traveling solo, I just want to give you some tips. I recently took a cross country road trip, solo, of course. I drove from Georgia to California by myself. It was an amazing experience, something that I wanted to do for a long time, and I was finally able to do it. So I was actually promoting my book on the way too, Testimonies of a Faithful God. so, yeah, so some of the things I would suggest or highly recommend if you are thinking about traveling, taking a road trip. Car, make sure your tires are good, your brakes, the oil change. Get an inspection on your car. Pay that little extra money to get the inspection on your car. That way you don't have to worry about any emergencies or anything while you're traveling, especially if you are a woman and you are traveling by yourself. Please get an inspection on your car. Make sure your car is in good working condition. So that is one of the things I would recommend. The second thing that I would recommend is your phone. Make sure your phone is 100% charged before you get on the road. Have a backup portable charger that is 100% charged, and have a charger extension cord. So make sure you have, those things in place, because you never know what's going to happen. And if your battery dies and you don't have a backup, you can be, stranded on the road for hours. Like, what are you going to do? Like, think about that. So I recommend that. I always have two forms of identification. I bring my passport and I bring my driver's license, and I put them in two separate locations. I keep my ID usually in my purse, and then I'll keep my passport probably in the luggage in my car. So if something happens, you have another form of identification somewhere else. So you just never know what's going to happen. I may be too careful, but I'd rather be careful and safe. I always bring more than one debit or credit card and cash. So I'll have one debit or credit card for one expense, maybe for gas, and then I'll have another one to book hotels while I'm traveling. And keep in mind, when you're booking those hotels, each hotel, they take a deposit. Even though you get the deposit back, sometimes it takes 3 to 5 business days. So I calculate the deposits when I'm traveling in my finances. So I would recommend doing that, and then just having cash as well, because a few $100s, you just never know when you might need some cash. And the debit and credit card, I have them in two separate locations. So if I lose one, I'm not losing them both. So that, let's see, miles. So my car I can drive up to like 400 miles on a full tank. So while I'm driving, I make sure I never let the miles get below 150. So just because your car may say like, oh, you can drive 100 more miles, you just never know if there's an emergency and something may happen, and you may not be able to stop at the gas station, and it may be 60, 70 miles before you stop at a new gas station. So you never want to put yourself in a position where you're going to run out of gas. So yeah, do that. I recommend that. Share your location. So I shared my location with like 10 people. That may seem extreme, but I shared it with like 10 people. That's one of the things I would highly recommend. And every time I stopped for gas, I called like my brother, or I text someone and said like, hey, I'm at the gas station, just so they know, because even though they can see your location, they need to like hear my voice, because anything could happen. So I wanted to, speak to them so they can just hear my voice, and they knew exactly where I was at, just to be sure. Let's see, I always check my surroundings. So if I'm at the gas station and I'm pumping my gas, I am not on my cell phone. I'm not on my cell phone. I'm looking around, watching my back. I always lock my door. So whenever you stop to get gas or you stop at a convenience store, just make sure you always lock your door, even if it's for a second. I don't care what it is. You get out of the car, you lock your door. So I'm always locking my door. I'm not on my cell phone. And I don't think there's anything else. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of other things you can do to provide, extra safety measures or concerns. But that is all I can think of right now. So if you are a solo traveler or if you have the desire to travel, yeah, that is what I would recommend. Keep the faith. God bless. Bye.